Good morning, 3-Day. It's Marvelous Monday, May 11th. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and you had a great time celebrating your moms and really doing something special for them on Sunday. Okay, let's go through the agenda for today and see what is planned for the day. Remember to go to your other specials and plan out your specials. Maybe look at one special per day to see what you have due. I still have the Padlet. A lot of you seem to like the Gmail, so either one is fine for me. It looks like I'm looking at the Gmail faster than the Padlet these days. So just choose which one works best for you. Today, our Zoom schedule. So remember, we have a fixed schedule now. Since we are going until June, we have an A schedule and a B schedule. This week, it's a B schedule. So the following week, you'll have the same schedule. We're going to do B this week, A next week, B, A, and so forth. So this is what a B schedule looks like. You'll have art, every B schedule 10 to 10:30, our class 11 to 12, Spanish 1:20 to 1:35, and Mrs. Sorensen offers a library broadcast if you want to hear a story read out loud. After our lesson today, I will look at our book club for a small group, numbers 2, 3, 4, 11, and 13. Okay, so I'll see this book club. So please be ready, book club members, just to talk about what you're doing as a book club group. Today we're continuing theme and we're starting to look at fantasy because our next unit that we're going to start will be fantasy writing. Okay, so today you're going to be creating your own story. If it's fantasy, mystery, realistic fiction, the choice will be yours. The only rule is it must be a story about bravery. The theme is bravery. So you want to think of a character who shows bravery. What do they want? What are the challenges? How do they react? And you're going to plan out your story using a Story Mountain graphic organizer, which is in your reading folder. And then you're going to draw your final copy on a storyboard graphic organizer that Mrs. Mangan will go through in her video below. Both are in your reading folder, and we could go and peek quickly just to see. Okay, so if you go in your reading folder, remember, try to keep your folders organized. So we have book clubs and character studies. So everything should be in your character studies. I kept your book club stuff out because you're going to go into your Padlet when you need it and your bingo board. But today you will see the Story Mountain and the Bravery storyboard that Mrs. Mangan mentions in her video below. Okay, so it's in there. You do need to put your storyboard graphic organizer. Just show us what you did. Take a picture, put it in your slides so we could see your work. But the actual bravery or graphic organizer should be posted on Seesaw so we could see what you did today. And you can make it a graphic novel type of format if that's helpful. Okay, so watch the video. Mrs. Mangan goes through it very carefully, so you should understand. If you have any difficulty, just let me know. Also, so that part is, creating your writing, but for your reading, you are reading for 20 to 30 minutes with your book club, and you all agreed upon pages per day, and today is post on your Padlet for your book club. Don't forget to include the date. For us to give you credit, we really need you to look at the date. Okay, so remember, this is the chart you're going to be looking at. You're all on book number 2. Okay, book number 2. And then your Padlet, your new Padlet is below. So you should be posting on this Padlet. Remember, you're posting more than one. Let's look here. You're posting in more than one column. And you're talking off of each other. So we only need one cover, but we could have maybe in your group, if you're 4 people, you could have 4 seek, think, wonders about the cover. Remember your characters. Right now you're listing them, but you're going to think more deeply about this. So not all of you should be posting the same characters unless someone forgets something, but you're going to post something that you're noticing about your characters, the setting, the problems. The theme comes later and the solution comes later. These two are towards the end of the book. Okay? So have fun. Remember to post today. The Padlet is part of your participation. So we need your name and the date, please. Below, you're going to watch a video that I made for you. We're starting a new math unit on length, and you're going to learn about meters and centimeters. Basically, with mass, capacity, and length, you're going to be doing the same work when you're converting, but it's different units. So you're going to learn about meters and centimeters in the video. You're also going to print out a meter stick. Usually we would have meter sticks in the classroom, but I have down below a paper meter stick. I show you in the video, but you're going to print this out and make your own meter stick, and I explain everything on the video for you. So please keep this meter stick because you will need to measure throughout these lessons. So try to keep it safe and try not to rip it so that you can use it. You can always reprint it and remake it, but it would be nice just to keep it in a safe spot. Okay, so watch the video. We go through a bunch of lessons to understand meter and centimeters. And then I explain a scavenger hunt that will be in Seesaw. So when you go into Seesaw, let me see if I can go into that. It's going to look like this, okay? And I give you the directions. You can either read them and play my directions. When you go in here, it's small. You see how small? You can't see it. So you might have to click on View Original, okay? I think when you click on it, you might up here on the top left have like a plus button to make it bigger, but it should be bigger. If you're having problems with um, with that on Seesaw, I also gave you a print option right here. Okay, so you can always print this out and then write on it and then upload it to Seesaw. Remember, take a picture of it. Don't move it around. With Seesaw, it's really hard when you're moving the paper around. You have the camera to take a picture so you can talk off of it. Okay, so you can do that, and you're going to have to watch the video to know exactly what to do for today's math assignment. There's no workbook pages for today, but you do have to do some measurement with the scavenger hunt. Science. This is our last weather and climate lesson for Unit 3. So Mrs. Boyer goes through all of your science work in this video. So please watch the video to know what you need to do for today. You are going to watch The Generation Genius with Dr. Jeff, and he will go through the 4 seasons so you gain a deeper understanding of the patterns in nature. So at the end, around 9 minutes or so, there's a fun song. And around 8 minutes, there's an arts and craft activity that really is a lot of fun. I think a lot of you would like it. That's optional, but around 8 minutes, it does show you a fun arts and craft activity that you can do. The 3 stop and think questions are not optional. So we are looking for you, and Mrs. Boyer goes through in the video, so I'm not going to go through it too much with you, but we are looking for great detail from the video with your best effort. If we feel you're not giving us your best effort with complete sentences, details from the text, we will ask you to redo it. So please put in your best effort. I put the link for the slides here, and they are also in your science folder in your Google Drive, so you have it in both spots. This is a really fun opportunity. I actually just signed up for my daughter. May 15th, 4 p.m., a guy named Nate Ball, he is part of the design squad, and he's going to have a webinar and an activity to do with you. So if you're interested, just tell your parents to go here on Twitter, and then you could check them out. But I registered for the design squad here. I actually registered under my name as a parent for my daughter. So this is something that you might want to do May 15th. Here's a fun smart fact to learn about Minnesota, and go visit this link to learn about who Charles M. Schulz was famous for. So we think you'll really enjoy this. So go check it out and read more about this person. Also, many of you might be familiar with Mo Williams. I know I love him. He does all the lunch doodles with. Let's look right here. You could see he's just a lot of fun. I don't know if some of you have done it. We've mentioned it, but he does all like the elephant and piggy books. But he is so wonderful, and what he's doing now. Let me see if I get back to this. If you go to here, right here, he is doing Thank You Thursdays, and he spins his wheel, and then whatever it lands on, he shows you how you can make a thank you card. And he's really talking about all the kindness in May. Like, what can we do? We know life has been really challenging, but we need to be kind and really think about who can we thank. And so he made Thank You Thursday. So this is really a great thing that you can do alongside Mo Williams. So have fun with that also. So by the end of today, I'm going to list everything that is mandatory versus optional. We are not giving you spelling this week because we thought that different activities like this are really important that we would like you to take advantage of. But so spelling we will skip this week. ELA, that's your English Language Arts. You're going to watch the theme storyboard lesson that Miss Mangan does. You're going to complete the 2 graphic organizers, which are in your reading folder. One is the Story Mountain, one is just the storyboard to show the bravery theme story you're going to start with. You're going to post your final version of just the bravery storyboard, not the Story Mountain, the bravery storyboard to Seesaw. If you're not comfortable with Seesaw, then you can put it on your May e-learning slideshow. Remember, you're reading 20 to 30 minutes with your book club members. You should be all communicating to your book club members. If you need to email each other, then you should do that and reply all so that you have an agreement what you're supposed to be reading each night or each day. Post your jots using your name and date on your book club Padlet. Remember, click on the right one. Make sure you're on the right one. We started a new one this week. And take a peek at your new fantasy book audio and video collection that Miss Mangan mentions on Epic. I think we gave you about 55 books because we're going to start a new writing unit in the next few days. In math, watch my math lesson video on length, print and tape sections of the paper meter stick together, and complete the scavenger hunt on Seesaw. Last, science. You're going to watch the Seasons 3 introduction video from Mrs. Boyer. Check your science folder for the Seasons 3 slides. You're going to watch the Generation Genius video to learn about the 4 seasons. And you're going to copy the stop and think questions. There's 3 of them. And paste them into your slides. Remember, just take the actual slides and copy and paste right into your own e-learning slides and answer in full sentences and details from the video. I am looking for excellent work on these stop and thinks because we've had a lot of practice with them. Okay, boys and girls, it sounds a lot more than what it is, but we really think that you're going to enjoy these assignments and have fun. Your first Zoom is today at 10, I believe, right? Yep, 10 o'clock. So I will see you at 11. I'll probably start letting you in around 10:55 from the waiting room because we don't have any special guests today. We're going to start promptly at 11 o'clock. Can't wait to see you. I hope you had a restful, good weekend, and I'll see you at 11.